What I had in mind was a mani-pedi, not a mud party with stinky old Wilson in the middle of the damn wilderness. This is hardly the wilderness, Claire scoffed, then loaded her own hook with a mealworm. Now go farther down. You're too close to me for us both to cast. Grumbling, Brianna picked her way over some rocks farther down the bank. How long do we have to stay out here? She called. Bree, really? Brianna held up a hand in concession. Okay. I'm sorry. Let's fish. I want to spend time together. Claire smiled and cast her line. Thanks. She began reeling it in a little at a time, dragging the mealworm across the bottom of the river, hoping to draw the attention of any bass lingering nearby. But you owe me a mani-pedi, Brianna shot back. Claire rolled her eyes. She reeled the line back in and cast again. Another breeze swept across her bare calves. The temperature had been hovering between 50 and 55 degrees all morning. It would warm up as the day went on, but Octobers in Sacramento meant cooler mornings. Claire didn't care. It felt good to be outside. She glanced back at Brianna, about to cast, and noticed the overhanging limbs of a tree above her sister's head. Bree, wait! Don't cast there, your line will get... Between the gurgle of the river and the rush of cars passing over their heads, Brianna must not have heard her. Or maybe she did and just ignored the warning, because she cast high, and her line got caught in the tree overhead. Oh, for fuck's sake, Brianna griped, yanking hard on the rod. The fishing line pulled taut, completely snarled in the mass of branches. Claire rested her rod on the bank and went over to where Brianna stood, pulling the line like she was in a game of tug-of-war with the tree. Claire put her hand on Brianna's forearm. Stop, she said. You won't get it down. I've got to cut the line. What about my hook? Brianna said, crestfallen. She didn't really enjoy nature, but she also didn't like to fail at anything. She may have protested the entire morning, but Claire knew that Brianna fully intended to fish, and probably wouldn't be satisfied until she caught the biggest fish in the river. I'll tie you a new one, Claire said, patting the left breast pocket of her fishing vest. I've got a whole box of extras right here. Brianna groaned, but Claire noticed the smile fighting to burst forth from the corners of her mouth. Oh my God, you're like a real deal fisherman, fisher person, whatever. You really love this, don't you? I do. It helps with my anxiety. Now hold the rod. Beaming, Claire extracted her Leatherman tool from the side pocket of her cargo shorts. She loved the thing and used it frequently when fishing. Though it fit easily in her pocket, the multi-tool was fitted with different types of knives, screwdrivers, pliers, and a number of other features she had yet to find a use for. Reaching overhead, she used it to cut the line. Brianna pointed to the tool as she handed Claire her rod. Isn't that Connor's? Without looking at her sister, Claire nodded. Even after all this time, just the mention of his name caused a small ache in the pit of her stomach. His face flashed into her mind, those blue eyes, her perpetual oasis in a broken, damaged world. Sense in a world of senselessness. She squeezed her eyes closed and snapped them open again, trying to rid him from her mind. It didn't work. It never did. Connor Parks was a detective with Sacramento's Office of Investigations, formerly known as the Major Crimes Unit. He had been instrumental in solving Claire's cold abduction case. It was, in large part, the connection between them that had given Claire the courage to finally escape her abductor. They had dated for a few years after Claire's return. How long have you had that? Brianna asked, as Claire slipped it back into her pocket. Her fingers worked nimbly to tie a new hook onto Brianna's line. When's the last time you guys tried to get us back together? Brianna put a hand to her chest, batting her eyes in feigned innocence. Me? Claire raised a brow.